Hi, this is another version of Holly's Quarantine Chronicles. Bear with me today. It's lovely outside. You might hear the birds chirping in the background. Just ignore them. I do. I just wanted to touch on some things that I did not expand on at the grocery store because it seems I lied. It's a little white lie. It was an intentional lie. But apparently, I've got to go back to the store because I had forgotten something. I'm not sure it's still going to be there because remember, the list doesn't exist. I'm going to try. I'm going to attempt it. But last time I was at the store and stared at by rude people, and I'm telling you, since when you get to wear a mask and be rude to everybody? Hello? I can see your judgy eyes. They're not hidden. I can hear you muttering because my ears can still hear. Just because I can't see your lips. I'm not a lip reader anyway. I'm a person who hears. Doesn't mean you could be judgy and nasty. Hiding behind a mask has made people rude. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, so, you know how you're supposed to spend 6 feet behind everybody? Well, does that mean that the person who's picking out grapes needs to have her whole body in front of the grapes, and she's not going to let you get to the grapes until she's picked that perfect bunch of grapes? No. Move over. Get your grapes. Get them fast and get out of there. Because there's people behind you that need grapes too. But we're waiting for your ass to move over so you can get your grapes for your family. Same thing for bananas or anywhere else. And don't look at me all crazy like I'm trying to rush you and make you pick a bad batch of grapes. Come on now. Move it or lose it. We're 6 feet apart. But we don't have to be 6 feet, 6 minutes, 6 days away from getting our grapes. Now does it? I ask you, is that rude? Yes. Like I said, I can see your judgy eyes. I can hear you muttering under your breath. Not deaf. No, I'm not. I can hear you. But I'm going to attempt to go to the grocery store once again to pick up those elusive items I keep on missing. However, today I decided I'm going to have a 2-day-old hair and use dry shampoo. I'm telling you, that stuff is a savior. If you can't afford the expensive ones, you can buy the cheap ones at the grocery store. No problem. No, not judging. Do what you got to do to make you feel better and look better. Put on a little bit of makeup. Not that anyone's going to see it. These beautiful lips are going to be hidden behind that ugly little red mask. But I'm going to do it because it makes me feel better. I don't care if it makes you feel better. Because if you look good, you feel good. At least in theory. Not always true. But I'm going with it. I'm going to give you a little PSA. You know all that makeup in your drawer? You know the cheap shit that you bought? The Maybelline, the Revlon? Don't judge, and I don't want to hear anybody in a makeup company telling me I think it's cheap. It's just cheaper. Drugstore brand, I guess you could say. Use that. Save the good stuff for when people can actually see your whole face. Not just your eyes and your brows. You know, save it. Save a little money. Do what you gotta do to look good, feel good, on a budget. Balling on a budget is how I go. You have to just be situational. If you need to look good and you see your whole face without that ugly little mask, wear the expensive stuff. If not, drugstore brands will do. They will do in a pinch. Now listen, I have cheated. I'm not proud of it, but I did. I had to cheat on my hairdresser. I had to dye my hair. It was embarrassing. I became that real old Mimi, lolly grandmother that I swore I'd never be. So I had to order. I didn't buy the drugstore kind because, you know, I do have some moral scruples and values. I did go online and buy a kit. It's not perfect, but I'm counting on you, Jamie. I'm counting on you to fix it once this is all over. I have total faith that when you get back into business, I will be your first customer. Or at least one of your customers because I'm desperate. But here, I had to do what I had to do. So, have a good one, everybody. I'm gonna brave the trenches. You know, the grocery store. Not the zoo, not an African safari. Although there are animals in that place. but just the grocery store. Goodbye. Till next time.